what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Uh, Let me just make sure everything is connected real quick. All right, there we go. So, welcome to the stream. I want to try to keep it short today. Basically, the goal is I've been trying to, code and make videos for these 30 days straight. And I really don't want to miss a day here, so let's get right to it. All right, so basically, the premise of today that I wanted to try to do was I wanted to the tracker front end. Basically, the premise of today that I wanted to do was I wanted to set up, just design a little bit of the front end for the login. Nothing too crazy, nothing too much. Just gonna make sure everything is working. Okay, cool. Looks like everything's working. Everything's fine. Perfect. All right, so basically I want to try to code for 30 days straight. So today what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing some CSS changes, working with the styling of it. I want to try to create something looking similar to this sort of. Let's start off with the login one, and let's go from there. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so the first thing is I am going to start up my Expo app. So I'm going to do npx. I'm going to do npx expo start. It's going to be a pretty short day today. It's not going to be a lot of too much heavy concepts or anything like it was before. Alrighty, just gonna take its time to get started, getting opened. You know what, while we are waiting for this to load up and everything, I guess we can quickly talk about what we were talking about, what we built on yesterday. It was a pretty big, pretty long stream, where we pretty much connected our Firebase front end, back end, and database. Sorry, not database. We connected our back end, Firebase, and our front end. We completely got rid of the Expo template and we revamped it to use our own template that we got off of ChatGPT, so it wasn't anything too serious. Set up React navigation, and then we pretty much just went from there. I'm just thinking why it's taking so long. Oh, I never even opened it up. Oops, there we go. I thought it was going to automatically open up the Android emulator, but I guess it didn't. Here we go. Alrighty, let me just size this up. Beautiful. Perfect. Right, so let's go ahead and get started with it. I don't think that we need, I don't think we need to start up our Firebase or our backend or anything, because we're just going to be worrying about the design for today. It's not going to be anything too serious. So let's go ahead and open this. No, I don't want to upgrade it. It's really going to take its sweet time, isn't it? Oh shit, that's pretty cool. I saw somebody on the Figma just now. Man, my friggin' god damn, my emulator is shit right now. Hey Benjamin, how's it going? Wow, that doesn't look good at all. Let me go ahead and just close and reopen this bad boy up. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, I'm hoping that this loads properly because I really don't want to continuously open and reopen this thing. You know what we could do? This is my hypothesis, is that I think let's set up a few things here. We can do logout and rate app today. Should we do that? Nah, I don't think today is. I think it should be a pretty easy going day today. Let's go ahead and allow. Come on. Man, I've been doing good. I'm very tired right now. I hit the gym today, and it's pretty good. I tried working with the workout that we created for this project. I like it so far. I'm excited for this app to be launched and for everybody to like learn about like how it's made and everything. But other than that, man, just been chilling, working. Probably after the stream is over, probably gonna play some games. Head off to go to sleep after that. But let's hopefully this thing works. Usually, I should have probably just have opened up this app prior to streaming. Would have probably made things a lot easier. But it's okay. Alright, let's refresh this. Oh man, that's really laggy. There we go, okay. Alright, let's close this app. Yeah, I'm sorry about the delay here, guys. I guess while that's happening, yeah, okay, so I'll quickly just talk about, for the people who are just joining, that weren't here for the last live stream. So we got rid of the template expo app from the beginning because it was using expo router, and I was not really a big fan of that. So I wanted to try using something else. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna be going away anytime soon. So it's just saying that the error here says something went wrong. Basically, it just means that we need to update everything. It gave me an option earlier to update it, but I was feeling lazy and I didn't do it. But let's see if I can do it here. I'm gonna just stop this up here. But yeah, anyway, so we got rid of the template app and everything, and then we created our own. And I'll just quickly walk through what it was. So it still uses Expo, and it still uses Expo. We still have the assets and everything. They're all the exact same thing. It's just, however, we're using React Navigation, which is the more popular way of doing development. At least in my opinion, I'm more of a fan of that. But let's see what you're saying here. Sounds like a plan a bit of code. Building a React app, so it's pilot logbook. Submerge stack. That's cool. But I also want to build in React Native. Hey man, good luck with it, man. I haven't done much with Mern before. I've never done anything with Mongo, actually. I did a small project when I was back in a boot camp. But yeah, man, that's really cool, dude. I heard there's a new COD coming out too. I don't know if you're gonna cop that or not. I was considering buying what was that one COD called? I can't remember what it was called. Wait, there was this one. It was really terrible. Ghosts, I think it was Ghosts. Yeah, awful, so bad. But yeah, anyway, so man, why aren't you asking if I can? There we go. Now I want upgraded. Perfect. All right, so while that's doing it, let's continue with this. So we installed a couple of dependencies. We installed Firebase onto our Expo app, and this allowed us to be able to connect to our Firebase emulator that we set up. So for example, the way that this is being used is in the app.tsx file, at the very top, we are initializing everything. So right here we have the Firebase config. Ideally, when we are gonna actually launch this project into the world, um, when we launch this project into the world, then we're gonna change these from placeholder to the actual keys. But I'll probably do that off stream so I don't get hacked on it. But yeah, so after that we have the initialization of Firebase right here. And then nothing too complicated after that. So after it's initialized, we're checking if we're using if we're in dev development. And if we are, we want to connect to the auth emulator. So the auth emulator, which is basically in Firebase, you can connect to authentication in your emulator and have authentication for your app just locally. And the way that we are getting that to work is we're using something called getAuth, passing it as a parameter into this thing called connect auth emulator. And then we're giving it this URL. Now this URL is a local IP address that your Android emulator can connect to. However, I'm not too sure how to get it to work for physical devices, because I've tried localhost, didn't really work, but that's that. And then after that, we just set up the navigation stack. So basically, we're checking if a user is logged in. If a user is logged in, we want to show him, certain screens. If they're not logged in, they should only see a certain other number of screens. Nothing too complicated with that. And then after that, if we go into the login screen, we are using, where is it? Right here. So originally, we were actually using a Firebase function to set up logging in. However, there's a different way of doing it, and that's with sign in with email and password. And that comes straight out of the box from Fire Authentication. So that's what we switched over to using, and we're using something called Formic and Yup validation. Now what that is that whenever we create forms, we want to make sure that there's proper validation done throughout the form so that a user can't, a user can't hack the form or do any sort of freaky things like that. We want to also make sure that there's validation available. So if a user is trying to type, for example, for our validation for the login screen, we want to make sure that the email is valid, the email is required, for example. And then we have a password. We can give a minimum strings so a user can't exceed the amount. And that's pretty much it. So once a user's credentials are authorized by Firebase, it gets navigated. It takes them and navigates them straight to the home screen. Then after that, we just have the simple text placeholder. We have these things called Formic email handlers. Formic error handlers. Oh man, this thing is just not want to work right now. Damn. I'll go to the home page. I think that should be fine. Yeah, okay. We'll just reload it from there. Yeah, so basically we have something called Formic errors. So if the validation comes with an error for some reason, we want to return a proper error so they at least see something. If this doesn't work on Android, then we'll just try on iOS. But I want to try to get some development done, because damn, it's getting late, but it should be fine. Alright, and then what else was there? So that covers the expo for the Firebase functions. I don't think there's anything really changed for the Firebase functions. We really didn't do anything with that whatsoever. In fact, now we're using less Firebase functions, so that's a good thing. For the backend, nothing was changed really much. It was pretty much all done on the front end. So registration, authentication, logging in user, and everything like that, That's all being handled from the front end now, using the using the auth functionalities that are coming straight out of Firebase. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. And I guess now we just wait for this thing to load up. You know what? At the same time, what I'll do is I'm gonna also just open up the Firebase emulators start, and then we'll do the back end as well. There we go. All right. Okay, so at least now we're getting some sort of we're getting some sort of response back instead of absolutely nothing. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, so now we are now logged in properly. Okay, let's close this. Close that. And right now authentication isn't going to work because we still have to create our users and everything. But what we'll do is let's go ahead and create this first screen right here. Yeah, how are we going to go about doing that? Alright, so the first thing we need to do is let's go ahead and open up the documentation for, oops, let me put that back in here. So let's go and open up the documentation for React Native Paper. Oh, sorry, Benjamin. I didn't see your message until now. Gotcha. Alright, cool. So now let's go into the components. What I'm going to do is, let's see what this looks like. So it looks like that. Let's go into the inputs. Text inputs, okay? And then this is the one that we want right here. Outline, focused. That's the exact one that we need. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna give it, let's see how this works here. Text input versus text. Oh, no. Okay, so that's how they use it. Cool, let's give that a try. So what I'm gonna do is we have text input. This is being imported from React Native Paper. Beautiful. And this needs to take in a parameter. Let's see what kind of parameters we got here. What could that be called? Let's see here. Outlined. Okay. So that's mode. Yep. Okay. And then outlined, like so. Is that good? Okay. Let's get rid of this styling. Mind you, this is also, like, a lot of this code did originally come from ChatGPT, so we sort of working around that. Okay. Now that doesn't look anything like the one that I see on my screen. But, so placeholder this, okay, that's perfectly fine. And then what we're gonna do is oh man, how are we gonna make this one work? Did you guys know that there's a cool little feature in ChatGPT that allows us to be able to take allows us to be able to take screenshots of Figma designs and whatnot, and then we can use those screenshots and ask it to generate screens based upon that. And I've never done it before, and so in the purposes of saving time and our sanity, I figured, let's give it a try. Why the heck not? So what I'm going to do is I have my ChatGPT right here. Alright. I need your help, dog. I need to create this screen in my React Native Expo project. It is based upon using React Native paper. So please make it as accurate as possible. XOXO. XOXO. Here's my code. BT dubs. Now if we can understand that, then this entire planet is screwed. Alright. Let's send her on its way and see what it comes back with. Yeah, let's see what we got here first. I'll take a look at your screenshot you uploaded, understand what you're aiming for with the UI. One sec. Alright, so we sent it. Perfect. You received it. Alright, so I see your design you're working for. React Native code to match it first off. You're using React Native paper, which is good. Quick and elegant solution. Okay. Styling input fields. Mode. Yep, that makes sense. That's what we talked about. Error messages. Perfect. Perfect. I like it. I like it. I like it. Sure. Let's see what you got. Because ideally, we also want to make sure our background is also black. Yes. No, it's not black. It's like it's a weird color. It's not exactly the color black. It's like hashtag 4E, 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 something like that. Let's see here. Oh crap, I gotta open up Figma in my Chrome browser, because for some reason she don't want to give me no goddamn stylings. So here it is right here. So while that's opening up in the background, let's go ahead and try the code that that ChatGPT gave us, and then we'll just run through it quickly as well. So we have our return right here. Let's close that up, and let's just paste this information inside of here like so, and save it. Okay. Paper button doesn't exist. Is that even a thing? Paper button. It's gonna take a while for it to find it, isn't it? Alright, let's see the documentation. Do we have, is there anything called paper button? I don't think paper button is even a thing. But you know what is a thing is just a regular button. So let's go ahead and just replace all these with button, like so. That's it. Pretty simple, pretty easy going, pretty a title prop must be a string. Where's that coming from? Title? Nope, that's not there. Oh, wait, no. You know what? Let me just comment this snippet of code out right here. Okay, so it was in here, and then mode text, mode that, Let's comment these out. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Now this text is coming from React Native. We want it to come from React Native paper, like so. And we want the text as well. Oops. To come from there as well. Alright. And then what else is left? That's it? Okay, that looks nothing. That looks nothing like what we've been working with. But you know what? It's not terrible. It's a good start. No, it's not. It really is. It's really not a good start. Let's see here. Can I just check something out here? Yeah, it did a really terrible job. I mean, it got the email and password right, which is good, but it got nothing else right, which is not good. Okay, so here, let's do this. Let's go to our app.tsx file. And inside of our app.tsx file, what I'm going to do is inside of here, we're going to change this to dark theme all over. Whoa, that is not the color that I'd like. So let's go to dark theme here. What do we have? Okay. So for the background color, wait, is this an, oh no bueno, bro. Okay, let's do this. Color scheme, because this is in here. Can I not add a custom color? You know what, let's try something out here. Let's see if this would work or not. Okay, colors. Oh, right, so we do colors and then I think that. Background, there we go, okay, background. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a background color to hashtag, oh god, hashtag, close that, cut that, and what is this expecting? Type background string is missing. Oh, oops. There we go. Now save that. Type background string, still missing. Save it. Let's refresh. There we go. Now that looks a lot nicer. Okay. Cool. That doesn't look half bad. That doesn't look half bad at all. So you know what? Now what we'll do is let's go to the documentation for React Native paper. And I'm gonna open up the button and let's see what kind of buttons we got here, because the button that we're trying to emulate here is this button right here. So I'm going to try to see whichever one is, that's it right there, contained tonal. Okay, so let's do this. Let's try and go to our login screen, and then for our login button, let's do this to be contained tonal, like that, and then save it. See, the thing is, this custom one is really nice, but oh, dark, whether color is dark color. No. Let's try something out here. What does it look like right now? Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. because I was really hoping for contained tonal button. It's just called tonal. Okay, let's try this out here. What can we do with this? You know what? It's actually pretty late now. Okay. You know what we'll do is tomorrow we will continue with this. This is a pretty short stream. I know it wasn't anything too much. We pretty much spent like the first quarter of it trying to get the damn thing to set up. So in the tomorrow's stream we will continue with designing the login and sign up and forget password screen, and then from there we'll just move on to the next screen and then to the main crux of the application, the main meat and potatoes of it. And if you can tell that I'm trying to if you can tell I'm avoiding it, yes, I sort of am, because I don't want to do it. I don't. But it's going to be a great learning experience. So I hope you stick with me through that, and I hope that you learn a lot as well. Cool. I hope you enjoy this video. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the next one. Take it easy, bro. Peace.